Hi, this is Mike Senn, and I've got a Smith&Wesson Model 76 and some magazines to go with it. Some of those magazines, the OEM magazines for the Smith&Wesson, are still in their wrapper, the wax wrapper paper. Had to bust out one of them. As you can see, Parkerized, very well made, similar to the Swedish K and the Suomi M31. Difference is comparing the Suomi M31, which I'm going to convert into a usable Smith&Wesson 76 magazine, these lumps right here. This piece will stay on. So when I file this down, I'm just going to take these almost nipples, these rises, right out of it. It's the front of the mag, not going to touch the back, the bottom. Suomi mags are known for having the loops, carry loops. So with a real quick file on here to make this flush with no dimples and look more like that, we're going to have a reliable Smith&Wesson 76 magazine. The OEM magazines are extremely expensive and hard to find. Works out pretty well, taking it flat across. I'm sure for anyone who has ever filed down a part prior to using it, you always take a little at a time, you want this flat. Want this flush. You want these rises here to be completely flush with that. So just take it right down. But if you insist on checking it out, first, this is how the OEM mag goes in. Slides in, slides out. Slides in, doesn't lock up. Slides right out. I have not modified this one yet. It will go in. Maybe a little bit of force. Fits in there tight. It will function. There are rounds in there, we dump them all. The problem is, when you want to get this mag out, it's not coming out. Not without a fight. And you don't want to have to be doing that on a range. So, we're going to loosen that up. File these two down till they look like that. See, they're nice and bright, but they're flat. They work, and they come out just the way the OEMs do. So, probably the easiest magazine modification that you can make to get a reliably functioning magazine for a Smith&Wesson Model 76 full auto. Alright, now we're going to check out the Suomi M31 magazines. Just this front part, filed down. They did go in unmodified with a little bit of force, and they fired very well. However, they were a real bear to get out. Not something you would want to go to the range with. Cellier below, 140 grain subsonic ammo. All right, went in, went out, nice and easy. Oh, I'm happy. I happen to have picked up several of these back in the day when I was going to use them on a Liege upper and that takes Sumi mags. Well, they don't take the stick mags. And I figured, and I got them at a really good deal. I said, well, I'll hold on to them. I'll come up with a need to use them, I'm sure, someday in the future. And I did. They were great, the Smith&Wesson Model 76. And of course, those are some expensive mags to get if you're getting OEM mags.